Hi YouTube, welcome back or welcome in if you're new. Today we're watching Casual Geographic, Why Honey Badgers Don't Fear God or Lions. We're watching this live on twitch.tv/Chanzonia. I have my chat with me. Chat, say hello. Hello. But yeah, let's just get to it. Oh! Great start, 5 seconds in. He's cooked. Face is cooked. He's done for. He's done for. He is actually done for. Also, another thing, my first video was about otters, and in the thumbnail, I think it was a honey badger, but I was mixing them up. I don't know why in the first few minutes of that video, I thought they were the same thing, but they weren't. But yeah, now I learned. I learned what otters are, and now I'm gonna learn what honey badgers really do and what they are.
Honey badgers are the most disrespectful force in nature, and that's putting them over orcas.
Over orcas? Wait. Whoa. Let's take a step back. Over orcas is crazy. Over orcas is a little bit crazy.
If a shot puts a seal, you can argue it's just testing a new hunting strategy. But honey badgers will look for negativity in situations where they have nothing to gain. Why would a honey badger testing oryx 10 times its size get launched only to immediately do it again?
Do it again?
To the world deciding they don't want peace, they want problems.
They want violence.
Compromise, they seek conflict.
I don't want peace. I want problem always.
Oreos, then honey badgers are double stuffed with audacity. If I ever make a list of the top 5 animals with black Air Force energy, honey badgers would be a first ballot choice. But
really?
Like any kid that acts out in school, to really understand just what makes a honey badger such a one-man hate campaign, you gotta...
It's crazy because they're called honey badgers. So I'm thinking they're like mini bears and nicer. Like, that's my perception when I hear honey badger as a word without really knowing much about them. I would have never thought they're like wearing black Air Forces more menacing than orcas.
Look at its fact.
Or same level.
When you talk about mammalian carnivores, you can really simplify it into 2 classes, Team Cat and Team Dog. Team Cat would be feliform, which translates to cat-like carnivores, which would obviously include wild cats, but also cats that aren't really cats like hyenas, mongooses like the meerkat, and a bunch of other animals you've probably never heard of.
What? Wait, let me read the names.
Cat, and a bunch of other animals you've probably never heard of.
A fossa, never heard of. African palm civet, never heard of, but the face looks familiar. Jeanette? Is this not just like a spotted fox? And binturong. Animals have fight or flight. Honey badgers only fight. No, literally. That's what it seems that they do.
On the other side is Caniformia, which are the dog-like carnivores.
Caniformia.
This includes dogs, wild, unhinged dogs on steroids,
hey
small,
yo,
more street-smart dogs,
he's doing his dancey
and
dance.
A special group of water dogs that decided they had enough of the nonsense and disrespect of the dirt world and were going to take their chances out in the ocean.
Aww.
Results have been varied. But you also have another family known as the Mustelidae squad, and they were kind of in a weird spot. They weren't the biggest, definitely weren't the fastest, not the smartest, and for the most part they're solitary, meaning they rarely have a numbers advantage. So their only real option was to overcompensate the way anyone that overmatched would, with violence and borderline crackhead courage.
Oh my god, wait, they can swim?
If badgers ran in groups, they probably wouldn't need the personality of a power tool to survive. Because gang violence may be unethical, but in the wild, it's a way of life. It's the reason African wild dogs are one of the most efficient groups at canceling life subscriptions. Because team play is high-key underrated. Ants are probably the best social insects in the game, and it's almost scary how well they work together. Led by a queen who can almost check in at the same weight class as a mouse, ant society is built on a high...
Is he doing the thing again where he's not really talking about honey badgers the whole video, and it's just the first minute, and then he's just giving me animal facts? Am I being tricked again? Is this a big ant with smaller ants on top of it?
Led by a queen who can almost check in at the same weight class as a mouse, ant society is built on a hierarchy where everyone has a job. Female ants are workers who can have tasks such as cleaning the eggs and feeding the larvae. Queen ant's job is to supply the ant.
Oh my god, the queen ant is so big. I don't think I've ever seen a queen ant.
Over 800 in one day. Male ants have one job, and it's to supply the queen with baby batter and then exit the census once they...
With baby what?
In one day. Male ants have one job, and it's to supply the queen with baby batter and then exit the census once they fulfill that purpose. They have no rights, no free will, they're basically walking ejac packets. And if you ever wanted to know just what ant society is like, the ants' underground kingdom is a simulation.
So, Queen ants have a reverse harem? Is that what I'm hearing? Why are you guys with buzz? Buzz is great. I'm about to I'm about to massive reverse harem. That's insane. Somewhat, yes. Male ants are more like consumables? Consumables. She eats them? Oh my god. Interesting. They are walking honey packs?
Strategy game with millions of players already online. You can hatch
Tools,
and
if
develop your
you
own ant
will?
army, including rare ones like the banshee ant, which is based on an actual insect that isn't really
That's
an ant,
really
it's a type of wasp. You can
a
also
wasp. Wait, what is this one called, chat? I know he just said it, but wait, let's go back then.
Online. You can hatch and develop your own ant army, including rare ones like the banshee ant, which is
Banshee
based on an actual
ant.
insect that isn't really an ant, it's a type of wasp.
Okay, but so it's called banshee ant in the game, but like, what is the real name of it? Like the wasp. What is it called? It looks really cool. I don't really like insects or bugs, but like this one looks really cool. It's pretty. It's like a panda almost. Is this like sponsored?
Shooter ants and carrier ants. Plus,
am I watching a sponsorship?
In the form of scorpions and spiders. There's giant man.
No way. Is he serious? This whole time. I thought he's gonna start giving me knowledge. That's why he's like doing this, because this game maybe has all the knowledge, but he's just okay. I just got debated into watching a sponsorship. Cool. Nice.
Could be the mascots of Mirrorlast because they don't ever give them, they just take them. And when I say it runs in a family, you can tell the honey badger took something from all of their cousins and made it theirs. We're gonna get to those cousins, don't worry. But first we gotta talk about what makes honey badgers such a middle finger to the natural order.
Okay, we're back to honey badgers, thankfully. Oh my god, is that from what is it called? Porcupine? Porcupine?
Pretty close. Honey badger skin is tough and resilient, able to withstand bee stings, snake bites, and brutal maulings that would certainly be a game over for other animals. You could even come at a honey badger with a machete and it could still probably Eurostep any serious injury. There's even reports of these steroid skunks taking down African crested porcupines. The same ones that have about 30,000 good reasons why testing them could be really bad for your health. In really rare occasions, porcupines have crippled the top-tier lions so badly that hunting humans was their only option. In 1965, after a lion nicknamed the Man-Eater of Darajani was finally put out of commission, it was discovered that it had been gored by a blade beaver, with one of the quills being
gored? What does that mean?
Eater of Darajani was finally put out of commission. It was discovered that it had been gored by a blade beaver, with one of the quills being lodged in its fractured teeth and another one nearly piercing its brain.
Oh my god!
A starving lion put at least one Kenyan on a t-shirt. That's the kind of
stabbed very badly.
Yet honey badgers can often survive an encounter with one thanks to their tough skin. The same reason they can square up with snakes and then live to try again. Honey badgers are menaces that have been known to turn deadly serpents like the puff adder and even the black mamba into a purse. Common misconception though is that
turning the black mamba into a purse?
Honey badgers are immune to snake venom. They're not immune, they're much more resistant than other animals, but enough penetrating bites can flatline even a honey badger. But usually if a honey badger is wounded by a venomous snake, it'll just pass out in an almost coma-like state, only to get up a few hours later and walk off like a Sunday morning hang.
What? Wait, so you can get bitten by a venomous snake and you basically take it like a sleeping pill? It's like their daily dose of melatonin or something and they just wake up a few hours later like nothing happened? What? How? Why? Little nap, literally, they're built different. They are, cause what?
Another fact is that not only is honey badger skin tough, it's incredibly loose, especially around the neck. So if one's ever being mauled by a big cat, this walking cigar can turn around while being attacked and deliver smoke directly to the face. Honey badgers are furry duracells, and anything short of a round directly to the skull isn't guaranteed to kill them. This durability is why honey badgers are either brave enough or stupid enough to blatantly steal from top predators, and they usually target leopards. Unlike lions and hyenas,
leopards again, catching a stray. What is going on? What is this?
Leopards are solitary assassins that hide their prizes high.
Leave my big cats alone.
The food may be safe from lions, but they're not safe from a malicious equality symbol with nothing to lose. Honey badgers will risk it all by attempting to steal from a leopard by climbing a tree once it steps away from its meal. If the honey badger gets caught in the act, it'll throw a loud temper tantrum, hissing and screaming as it backs away. A method I'm sure they got from their close cousin, the Wolverine. The Wolverine is a honey
Wolverine?
badger on PEDs.
Wait. This is gonna be a really stupid question, but keep in mind, I may speak English fluently and a lot, but I genuinely did not know that Wolverine was a real animal. until now. I thought it was just the movie and that he's a wolf. So they said, okay, Wolverine. Wolverine is an actual animal on its own. No, it wasn't named after the superhero. They look weird. You're right, that was stupid. Back her up, she's cooked, Channie. Wait. It's a thing, it's also a menace. Wolverines are their own animals? Oh my god. Wolverine was named after the animal. This whole time I thought Wolverine, the movie, the guy was like wolf. You're telling me I've understood the movie wrong? I was like, that's why he has claws. He's like a wolf. He's like, you know, Wolverine. He's him. It was from the animal. They're super scary if you walk up on one. I don't think I've ever seen one. Wait, let me continue watching. Maybe I'll recognize how they look like. I just never really thought they're Wolverines
Built
or
for the
called
freezing
that.
tundra of the north. And even though they're
You better edit this one out or the Marvel fans are gonna cancel you. Please, guys, I'm sorry. I'm learning about animals. That's why I'm watching Casual Geographic and Tier Zoo, guys. I'm trying to acquire more knowledge and be smart. Please don't cook me in the comments. This is a moment of learning for me, please.
roughly in the same weight class as a medium-sized dog, tankier predators like bears and mountain lions will occasionally pay food taxes to this walking vibe check. But the thing with Wolverines is, they have the strength and speed to catch their own bodies. Wolverines
That's
will
a
stalk
Wolverine?
potential...
Huh. That's what they look like? Interesting. Bro, why are they called so many... Why do animals have so many names? This looks like a mini bear. Why are we calling it Wolverine when it does not even look like a wolf? Like, why put it close? Chibi bear. Exactly, Highmeister. You get it. It's a chibi bear. What, like, nothing is close to wolf. So why put wolf near the name of it? Now you're just confusing me and other non-English speakers. Wombats? Is it a bat? Is a wombat a bat? That one looking cute. It looks really cute. Well, okay, now I know that's a Wolverine. Is it their paws? Is that why, like, they're different than bears? Like, they have quite, like, chunky paws.
victim for hours, even days, and there have been reports of Wolverines...
Wolf not equal Wolverine. Now I know that. I was today years old when I found that. I thought it was related my whole life. But now I learned it's not the same. Good to know.
posting up in trees just so they can wait for the right moment to pounce. But why waste the energy or calories doing that when you can just pickpocket a grizzly or clutch a 2v1 versus wolves? And just like the...
Ah, see? Wolves mentioned. Wolf, I think German word maybe? Possibly. It's not a bear, since bears are oversized dogs on steroid. Okay, this looks really scary. I don't like this.
The honey badger Wolverines will attack anything with a pulse. Difference is they have the tools to actually stop it. One Wolverine put a polar bear in a headline after...
Wolverine kills polar bear in zoo. In a zoo, a Wolverine once killed a polar bear by latching onto its throat and holding on until its much larger foe died. Their scientific name is gulo gulo, which even translates from Latin is gluten because they will eat anything. Gluttony, bro. Oh my.
Its vice grip jaws around the struggling bear's throat.
Big back activities.
There have even been reports of a Wolverine dropping a female moose by ripping at its shoulder blades until it eventually tapped out. In comparison, honey badgers have allegedly KO'd units like the Cape buffalo and water buck.
A
Except
buffalo?
The honey badger's methods are...
No way. No. You cannot be serious. He's not numbing on whatever I think he's numbing on right now. He's not doing what I think he's doing right now. He's going in. That is crazy.
KO'd units like the Cape buffalo and water buck. Except the honey badger's methods are... different. Wolverines are little man syndrome but with bear trap jaws. Even though they might not have superhuman healing powers, they do have rotated teeth. Wolverines are equipped with upper molars rotated 90 degrees inward, meaning they can easily eat a grizzly bear's leftovers even if it's half frozen. That dental plan is why a Wolverine will eat every part of an animal right down.
Like their mouth is so interesting. I don't know. Like it's like you see their bottom like teeth. It's kind of like not straight. It's like forwardy. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so crazy.
Honey badgers don't have nearly that kind of power, but these prison stripe weasels...
What is that? What is it eating? You know what? Never mind. Don't answer me. Please don't tell me what it's eating. I don't want to know.
Bite, and they've been seen tearing into tortoises. Wolverines have one more secret, and it's that they smell really, really foul. Not only will they
Stinky.
use the power of liquid booty as a threat, they'll spray the scent over any food they find to make sure no one else touches it. Which is why the
Oh my god. No way. They're like, hey, everyone's gonna smell this stench. The stench is gonna be eternal, even in their food. Wow. That's some selfish activities. Skunk bear. Now that makes more sense. I could see them as a skunk, you know? If I see a tiny one roaming around, I'd be like, that's a skunk. I would not think that's a honey badger. Or not honey badger, a Wolverine, sorry. I forgot. Like what are we talking about? That video was a hyena? It was? Turtle, I think? I mean, Wolverines are in Europe too. How do you not know about the animal? Because I'm not really into, I've never really sat down and learned animal names like that. I just know the popular animals. Like the quote unquote mainstream animals. It's not like you see a Wolverine every day.
Wolverine is also nicknamed the skunk bear. Honey badgers also weaponize their south side. When threatened or just annoyed, the honey badger will reverse
vulnerable
its
in
anus
Europe,
inside
though.
out
I
and release a
see.
liquid so vile it can suffocate anything near it. In fact, the
Yeah,
smell
I'm
is
an
so
animal
offensive, it can
normie. That's what I am. I don't know much. Hence why I'm watching this. I'm learning. But please don't jump me in the comments for not knowing. Please be acceptant of my journey about learning about animals. I'm trying.
temporarily paralyze attacking bees. It's not hard to see how the skunk bear and the felony ferret pull up to the same family reunion. But you can RSVP the otter to the same function. Otters.
It looks so cute, but it's a menace. We learned the hard way that don't let these looks deceive you. Looks are deceiving. They are not cute. They do crazy jail-worthy stuff. Don't be fooled.
Are considered the most intelligent of all mustelids, and they're a part of the
Like, look, he has a little harness. He's like a little puppy. I want one, but I can't because they're really bad.
Animals that are able to create and use tools. This one's using a vending machine. In fact,
Oh my god, look at him. I refuse. Otters are adorable, right? I'm gonna be completely honest. The river ones look really scary, but like the sea ones, they look so cute. And like the ones I put in the video, if you haven't watched the video, please do. It's in my YouTube. The pictures I put in that video, they were so cute. I just refuse to believe.
I actually made a video,
but it is
on
the
this
truth.
and
Look at, he's like uppies. He said uppies. It's so cute.
That was created on my TikTok, so definitely go check that out. They're also an anomaly in that they're one of the
Look,
rare.
and they like the big ones, like the parents, they hold the babies on their belly while they float. It is so cute. It is so cute. But no, they're cute, and it's always the mom traveling with her kids, right? You've seen those too, the clips of them floating with the babies on their belly. It is so adorable.
Social mustelids, which should give you mixed feelings. Because yes, sea otters will hold hands while sleeping so they don't.
And holding hands while sleeping, right?
I find that adorable. But otters, especially river otters, will jump anything that enters their territory, from caimans
like, look
to
at this one.
to idiots with iPhones. If you want your idea of otters to be completely slaughtered in 10 seconds, Google otter and attack and count how many articles you get. A pack of 20 nearly took a man off the Singapore census permanently. A group of
permanently,
otters
bro.
His beloved dog as she could only watch.
Once
upon
my
a time,
god.
a monkey wandered into the otter hood of the Bronx Zoo, and the outnumbered monkey paid the toll for his transgressions with his soul. That's really
my god.
I already have an entire video dedicated to the carnage society.
Like, look at it. It's so. This one is so terrifying. The river ones look really terrifying.
One fact should really hammer the point home. Sea otters have a violent mating ritual that involves biting his partner's nose pad so hard that he can tear it off while occasionally holding her head underwater.
Okay.
That is not the disturbing part.
Okay, maybe I can defend them.
Resort to taking their lack of options out on baby seals. Something they'll continue to do for up to a week, even after the seal's soul has already evacuated. I mean that in the worst possible way. So in a weird twist, out of these three, otters might have
What's the third one?
But to compensate, they have the highest intelligence. Don't think honey badgers are just some crayon eaters. They're incredibly smart too. Like the kind of smart that would make them high-class criminals. In an experiment, a honey badger couldn't reach a box of food that was hanging from a branch of a tree. But what would have been a dead end for most animals was only a challenge for him. After a few seconds to carefully weigh his options, the honey badger proceeded to push his crate closer to the hanging box, to the point where he could stand on it to claim his prize. It might not seem like much, but being able to figure this out automatically puts honey badgers in the highest percentile when it comes to animal intelligence. But the best example would be this little guy named Stoffel. Stoffel was a well-known escape artist that would find some of the most creative ways to end his bondage. In one of his many escapes, Stoffel noticed a broom that had been left near him, dragged it over to one of the corners of his enclosure, laid it against the wall, and then used it to emancipate himself. They tested his skills with a gate and Stoffel.
Free my homie, bro. He said, free my homie? Nah, I'm gonna free myself.
Surrounded by cement walls. Take a wild guess what this little weasel did. Stoffel dug up a bunch of rocks, and when he had enough, he piled them in a corner and Andy Dufresne himself.
Oh
One night,
my
his
goodness.
caretaker awoke to a burglar in his home at 1 a.m. You know where I'm going with this. Stoffel escaped again, only this time he broke into the farmer's house and even tried to get into his bedroom. And you want to know the most disrespectful part of it all? Stoffel was hand-raised by humans at a young age and imprinted on them. Meaning
What?
Stoffel had no intention of actually escaping. Nah, he was just doing it for the sport and for all the memes. And we know that because Stoffel would allow himself to be caught and returned back to his enclosure just so he could figure out another way to make his caretakers earn their pay. Breaking into the farmer's house past midnight was just grade A trolling. And of course, it would be criminal to not mention that time Stoffel escaped his enclosure and entered the lion's den where he was nearly brutally mauled to death. After he recovered, the first thing Stoffel did fresh out was try to find a way back to the lions to settle the score.
Oh my god. He's like, I'm not going down like this. You hit me, I'ma hit you. Trust. I'm plotting. I am plotting. No way.
Fresh out was try to find a way back to the lines to settle the score. Stoffel would also regularly break into the lodge kitchen where he would harass staff and help himself to any food he could find. They eventually gave him a lady badger thinking that would help him calm down. What they really did was introduce the Bonnie to his Clyde as they would now try to escape together. For their size, honey badgers have relatively large brains and they make it everyone's problem.
Big
But
brain.
there's one more thing about them that really makes them a menace to society, and for that you have to look at its third cousin, the Stoat. Stoat is one of the...
It's so cute. Look at it. How is this? Please don't tell me this is also a menace. Please, no. I can't do this anymore. If menace, why cute? Why cuddly? Why friendship?
The smallest of all mustelets, yet they regularly put prey 10 times their size out of commission. They do this by relentlessly chasing their prey, which are usually rabbits, until the prey eventually drops to exhaustion. Only then will the Stoat deliver a devastating bite to the back of the skull. And once a Stoat locks in on its target, there isn't a force in nature that can stop it. The Stoat is so hyper-fixated
Look at it hopping,
that
though.
ignore rabbits that might be closer just so they can commit to pursuing its original target. That
Okay,
crackhead
determination
is not foreign to the honey badger. The only way a honey badger can fend off leopards, hyenas, and even the occasional lion is by constantly squirming, hissing, and biting until the attacker eventually decides it's not worth the calories. Even if they eventually do go out of commission, you can be sure the honey badger did not go quietly. The badger's stubborn nature is probably best summed up when you see what they do for honey.
So their tactic is be loud and obnoxious and in their face. Just attack, be loud and obnoxious. Cool.
Love breaking into beehives to eat energy-rich honeycombs. Unfortunately, that often means getting a face full of African bees, which are more aggressive and more nasty than their European cousins. But these honey weasels will continue to eat even while being actively...
The Stoat makes a terrible pet? Get a ferret? I was gonna say they look like ferrets.
...swarmed and attacked by bees. And even though they're resistant, they're not 100% immune to bee stings. Honey badgers have been known to keep raiding the...
Wait. Bee stings affect them, but not the venom from snakes?
...same beehive for honey until they eventually get stung to death. But honey badgers don't care. They live life balls first with no fear of consequences. This willpower is how 2 honey badgers stepped to 6 young lionesses and still managed to survive. At one point, the honey badger found itself in the jaws of death, only to use its loose skin to turn around and bite the lion back. This leopard
I'm impressed.
Young baby badger,
not gonna lie.
Only cosplaying as a cheetah once mama badger inserted herself into the conversation. Speaking of cheetahs, honey badgers have such a reputation that it's widely believed that cheetah cubs evolved to mimic their coloring to avoid confrontation with predators. Whole predatory cat and...
Oh, wait. Since when is this a thing? Huh. Yo, nature and evolution is crazy. This is sick. Damn.
Evolution forced them to impersonate an African bush weasel just to get more respect. Hell for cheetahs, but another notch on a honey badger's chastity belt. I say chastity because they don't give a f. With the strength and durability of a Wolverine, the intelligence and morale deficit of an Otter, the pure coke-fueled willpower of the Stoat, the honey badger's the only thing alive that can make a bull cut intimidating. And that's gonna do it for this video, which was by far one of my
He's doing his dancey dance. Hey, hey, hey. He hitting that.
In the description. Also, like the video or suffer a honey badger vasectomy. Other than that, drink water, hug your parents, happy holidays, and see you in the next one.
W video. That was a really good video. I learned a lot. I learned about like what 3 animals. I learned about wolverines, learned about honey badgers, learned a little bit about ants as well. And yeah, please don't jump me in the comments. Like I said, I'm just trying to learn. Do let me know if you would have a stoat as a pet. Let me know. Chat, do y'all have a question? for YouTube? What's your favorite drink? Good question. Do y'all like honey? Do let me know in the comments if you do like honey. Not honey badgers. I mean, maybe you do like them. I don't know. Do let me know if you do like them as animals. And do let me know if you do like honey. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!